Let's think through what constitutes privacy today in the modern media sphere. Is this information public or private? If it's public, then any member of the public, including journalists, can access it. The tension between the role of the traditional uninvolved reporter and the engaged social media user causes problems for journalists, social networks and news organisations alike. Social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter allow individuals to share their thoughts and experiences with others in a virtual community where information is easily downloaded and or shared. While this information is openly available, it is not usually intended for media scrutiny. The extra ethical dilemma is that it allows a journalist to collect first-person information from a source without the source's knowledge. Martin Hurst described how in 2010 an Auckland-based newspaper provided a good example of this issue and a remarkably frank account of how it had staff access a woman's Facebook page through first contacting one of her online friends. And then they used posted photos and comments made online to track down her physical address. Then, using Google Maps, the paper was able to direct a reporter and a photographer to her home. Is this information public or private? By posting comments, are the posters giving up their right to privacy? Are they giving permission for other media to repeat the comments? Have you ever written a post on Facebook that would be embarrassing if it was quoted in a newspaper as an indication of your character? When you consult the social sources available to you, you find a range of comments about the two people killed. On the memorial page, there are many photographs of the couple, including many of the dead man sitting on the hood of a car with racing stripes. The man is shirtless and has numerous tattoos and sits with his arms folded. There's also smiling images of the couple together and candid photos from parties where people are seen to be drinking. You can easily save these images to your own computer. Will you use these images for publication? If so, how will you choose which ones to use? Should you ask those who posted the images for permission? What will be the impact of the images you choose on the interpretation of events? It's natural for people to seek an explanation following an unexpected death, and the media can serve an important public function in this regard. In this instance, community may have a strong interest and a perceived entitlement to information about the death. On the other hand, can a news report provide answers the community is looking for? Can the comments by bystanders provide real insight into the dead man's state of mind? What harm could be done by reporting speculation? In this scenario, as a journalist, you must first decide if the facts stack up to suggest a bigger story. Is reporting the story in the public interest? Here you might consider the public's right to know about the dangers on the road. Could anyone be harmed if the story is true and you don't write about it? Could anyone be harmed if you do write the story? Is preventing road deaths among young people worth the pain it might cause to the families and friends of the dead? Do you have any images on your Facebook page that you wouldn't want to see in a newspaper, on TV or a news website? Do you consider it to be a public or a private space? Should what you post on Facebook be held against you? Employers certainly think so. Heather Forbes, head of training for ABC News, always goes to Facebook to assist in the final choice of interns. She says that a person who's careless in the management of their public profile is likely to be careless in other ways as well. The role of the journalist remains powerful, even in an era of apparently democratised media. The mainstream media still performs the function of amplifying certain things that happen in the media and ignoring others. Individual journalists still wield enormous power to affect the lives of the people they write about. Even that journalist who sees himself or herself as just a cog in the wheel decides on the angle the story will take, which parts of the evidence will reach the wider public, and therefore define their understanding of what's happened. There's no escaping the consequences of individual choices about news. Every decision is at once a professional decision, a commercial decision, and an ethical one. When it comes to decisions about what is public and what is private, the potential to do real harm is great. Would you feel differently if Speedy was your brother? Why?